Have you ever heard the saying, save early and save often? It's something that writers live by, and it's something you should live by too as an editor. Add one more thing to that phrase, though, save and back up early and often. In this movie, we'll discuss how to appropriately save and back up your work so that you can avoid unforeseen catastrophes with computer crashes and data loss. Now, if you've worked in any other type of software, you're probably pretty used to hitting Control-S or Command-S to save your project along the way. Media Composer should be no different, but there's a couple of things you should know about saving. As you see here, I have 3 bins, and to the left of the bin name on all of them is a little star. This indicates that the bin is unsaved, and on a Mac, that'll be represented by a little diamond. To save one bin, I just click on the bin and type Control-S or Command-S. Notice that it leaves the other bins unsaved. If I want to save them all at once, I can click on the Project window, type Control-S, and everything saves. Now, lucky for you, Media Composer doesn't rely on you alone to save the project along the way. Media Composer also saves the project via a great feature called Autosave. If I open my bin settings, it brings up the bin settings menu where I can choose my autosave options. The way it's set up now, Media Composer will autosave all of my open bins every 10 minutes. It doesn't want to interrupt me while I'm working, though. So after 10 minutes, it'll wait for an inactivity period of 10 seconds before it makes the autosave. However, if I'm on a roll and I simply don't take a break for 5 minutes straight, it's going to force autosave all my bins after 15 minutes. These are the settings I recommend: an autosave interval of 10 minutes, an inactivity period of 10 seconds, and a force autosave at 15 minutes. I'll say OK and rely upon Media Composer to help me out in saving all of my open bins. I'm going to exit Media Composer, and I want to take a look at the project folder that I have stored on my desktop. My project lives inside AVID Projects right here. It was just saved, and so I'm ready to back it up. However, I don't want to back it up on this system. I want to back it up on another drive, including a thumb drive. However, I don't want to back it up on this system, because if my computer crashes, then it'll take my project and all of the backups with it. Therefore, I have this little thumb drive connected to my system where I store all of my backups. So I'll go to the desktop and get my AVID Projects, and Urban Nutcracker Basics is what I'm working on, so I will just select it and Control-C or Command-C if I'm on a Mac. And I'll come back to my flash drive where I have a folder called AVID Project Backups. Notice that I have a project backup from several days, and this is really useful because it not only saves a backup of my work, but it saves versioned backups of my work. So I can go back to the way my sequence looked yesterday, last week, last month, as long as I have these project backups in place. So I will just create a new folder. Name it Today's Date. And I'll go ahead and paste my project in this folder. Control-V. Now, it may ask you if you'd like to copy certain attributes. Go ahead and click Yes to all. So now, my AVID Project Backups folder has versioned backups going back the last 4 days. Remember, as an editor, it's important for you to protect yourself and your work. Be as religious as possible about saving and backing up your projects as often as you can, and you'll eventually thank yourself that you had the foresight to do so.